What's up everybody, Eagle Firefly Gaming here, welcome back to this next Tengu video. Okay, I want to say thank you very much to all my supporters. 500 subscribers, absolutely amazing, thank you for all your support. Keep getting us out there, keep finding us, that'd be great. Hit that like and subscribe button if you're here for the first time, and keep an eye out for our latest videos. Okay, this was a pretty damn lucky but unlucky fight. So, at the end of the video, well, after this clip, I'll show you the fitting, but I thought I would show you this first of all. So, I was sat in a C1, roaming around, and I went into a site called The Line, thinking, oh, I'll just clear it out myself. Found a Hurricane Fleet issue on D-Scan, so I thought, I wonder if we could take this down. Maybe. It's quite possible. So I walked in, had a little look. I wasn't too sure, so as you can see here, I'm sort of scoping it out, weighing up all the options. What if it's bait? He's only got Tech 1 drones. You know, I could engage this and then it could all be over pretty quickly. So I sit here for a minute, just observe, mill it over, start to approach and think, yeah, why not? Let's do this. Now, something unexpected happened, and I don't really know what happened at this point. So I'm approaching this Hurricane Fleet issue under cloak, because my scram range is about 11 kilometers overheated and 9 kilometers under normal circumstances. So he looks like he's having a bit of a good time. So we want to we want to ruin his day, don't we? Really, that's what he's about. So we need to teach him a lesson here. So I start approaching, and then some other ships warp in a moment, and I'm thinking, something doesn't add up right. Something just doesn't add up right. So in comes a Bifrost, and I'm thinking, is this support or is this what's going on? So then the Bifrost goes in and starts attacking the Hurricane Fleet issue. I'm thinking, then a Helios decloaks. I'm thinking, oh no, if I decloak here, I'm in big trouble. But then they start engaging the Hurricane Fleet issue. And I thought, well, I might have some of this. So then I thought, I'll engage the Helios. So I start engaging the Helios, trying to lock him up. He's obviously MWD fit, but if I could get close enough to scram, while the Bifrost is engaging the Hurricane Fleet issue, maybe I might be able to catch something. So unfortunately, I had short range loaded, but it wasn't no bother. So the Bifrost disappeared, so we're going for it. We're having this Hurricane Fleet issue. The Bifrost isn't a threat. The Helios isn't a threat. Let's go for it. He looks like he might be shield tanked, because obviously his shield is a quarter in the sight. So obviously there's a pretty good chance that I'm going to take this. So a little bit nervous, because this is the first time that I used the PvP fit in the Tengu, and I don't want to die to a Tech 1 drone Hurricane Fleet issue. So I thought, do you know what? This is going to be a good test of the tank. Let's go for it. So I start locking him up, engage my scram. I've got the overheat on, and then I thought, well, I'll bait him a little bit, and then we start with a rep. So look at all that rep. So as you can see, basically the NPCs are neuting me heavily and attacking me at the same time. So I'm taking damage from the Hurricane Fleet issue, I'm taking damage from the drones, and look at the repair. This is what I'm talking about, the EHP repair per second. So I don't want to lose my scram, so I've got to do a little bit of range management here, because I don't want to get under his guns just in case he's got auto cannons. So I'm just going to just stay above his auto cannon range, which is just over sort of 6,000 meters, and then we just go for it, managing that cap. So I thought, well, his friends are going to jump in a minute, and they just don't turn up. But I make a massive error here in a minute, just because my nerves are pumping, the adrenaline's going. But this, if whether I was going to die or not, this was an absolutely epic fight for me. I really enjoyed this, because I'm thinking there's so much going on in my head for the first time. But now I know. You can see, I'm being neuted. I've got 50% capacitor. My shield's going down, so I thought, well, okay, let's see if he stays for this fight. So let's take a bit of armor. So I start crushing my own armor. So I'm thinking, he thinks that I'm going to go down. The Bifrost is, if his friends are thinking, no worries, we'll let him take this fight. So I go, bit more armour, bit more armour. Right, I've had enough. Let's over repair now. Let's go for it. And now we're going to start taking him down. So then at this point, his shields are almost down. He's definitely shield tanked. I know that because of the way the speed that his shields are going down. So I know that he's going to melt through his armour pretty quickly. Now I am worried about this Bifrost because I know that he can jump me away, so I don't know what's going to go on. So I got my head kind of muddled. I'm trying to do 2 fights at once, and I orbit at 10k by accident. This was a massive mistake. I shouldn't have done this. I should have kept approaching. But I was worried about the auto cannons. I was worried about what the Bifrost was going to do, and then I turned my overheat off. And then what happened then? I just lost point. So I'm thinking, why the hell am I losing point? So I overload, go back on point, worried about heat. So, you know, I get point again. So he didn't warp away. He's almost in structure. He asked me to stop. And I was kind of like, do I keep going? Do I keep going? I turned my overheat off and turned the scram off and thought, you know what? We'll turn the damage off. We'll let this guy have it. Then the Bifrost comes in because I thought I fancy this Bifrost. I want to see how we go up against the Bifrost. So we go for it. We go for that too, and we start engaging. He's scramming and Newton as well. We're not worried about drones, and then he jumps me away. As predicted, we knew exactly that was going to happen. At this point, I'm not going to lie, my heart absolutely dropped. I'm thinking, damn, he's dropped me straight into a gang and help's on the way. So I thought, oh no, how am I going to get out of this? So I'm trying to scram him, can't scram him. He's kiting me with a disruptor. Obviously I'm not stabbed. I don't play like that with this. Just can't do it. So then we go to javelin, see if we can just keep applying that little bit of damage. But obviously because he's clearly an MWD fit, so he's kiting me. So he's just going to keep getting away from the heavy assaults. I'm trying to think of a way out. So I know that he's MWD, so he's clearly trying to keep his transversal up on me. So I'm just trying to align all the time away for my safe. I'm still picking down on that damage just to make sure, but he's absolutely doing no damage to me whatsoever. I'm not worried. It's if a gang comes in, but then we know that we can take down the DPS of the Hurricane Fleet issue. Even with Tech 2 drones, I think we've got a good 10 minutes there of survivability. But yeah, I think we've got the Hurricane Fleet issue side of things. So battle cruisers we're pretty good with. If it's a shield fit, not too sure against an armor fit, but it definitely gives me confidence that this is going to work in PvP as well as PvE. So it's definitely a multi-role ship. So I managed to bug out of this, managed to get out of this fight. He made a bit of a mistake. As you can see, the Lancers started coming in on him, so he probably would have bugged out anyway. Had I got him scrammed down and got the help of the NPCs, I probably could have took him down as well, but I thought, let's call it a day just in case. Okay, so here we are. We're going to go over the fitting video. I did look in local. It does seem that Bifrost did take him down, but to be fair, he can have that. Good kill. But I'll be on the kill mail, so I don't mind. Okay, so we're going to go from left to right. So no changes in subsystems. So chassis optimization, accelerated ejection bay, covert reconfiguration, and the graviton reactor. No changes there. Some changes with the rig. So we've got EM shield reforcer Tech 2. That gives us the EM hole. Ancillary current router, more power grid. We are a bit over on power grid, so I need to have a look at that. We've got 2 of those in there. I might be able to take one of those out and put my Repa one back in. It depends, I'm not sure. My ship's dancing around and I don't know why. Let's not do that. Let's not get dumped on here. Okay, across the top, full rack of hams with the Scourge, heavy assault missile launchers. Then we've got a core probe so we can scan down, and covert ops. You get about 110 points of scan when you scan points when you are not got implants in. So AB fit, extra large shield booster. We can bling this out if we want, but then it puts the price of the ship up by quite a lot. More EM hull, Scrambler, Scram, Tech 2 Scram. Tech 1, well, meta, it's a meta 4 shield boost amplifier, keep the cost down. You can change this out with a shiny if you want, but obviously it's going to increase the cost, and as you've just seen, you don't need it. Thukker large cap battery, and then at the bottom we've got co-processor unit and 2 reactor control units for the power grid and CPU. So yeah, it heals, I think it was 900. It's a little bit less because I've not got the twin amplifiers, about 800 EHP a second it repairs. And as you can see, if you manage the cap, you can easily take a fight. So that's the Tengu versus the Hurricane Fleet issue, and the Bifrost. Obviously, Bifrost is a bit risky. It's going to have support and backup, but they're going to need a lot of backup to take this down, I think. Quite a bit of DPS. I wouldn't like to chance it. I would like to have got that fight down in a Tech 2 version, but can't have everything, can we? Alright, so thank you for watching the video. This is probably one of the first and best PvP videos that I've got up on the channel at the minute, but I'm definitely going to get more into this. My heart was absolutely pumping, the adrenaline was going, made a little bit of a mistake, but just need to try and stay calm. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see anything else, and let me know how I got on, if I could have done anything differently. I'm always open to advice and tips. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.